$8.5 trillion in taxpayer money has been doled out by Congress to the Pentagon since 1996, and it has never been accounted for. It's been repeatedly documented that military waste and fraud are the core problems with the U.S. economy. For example, it's been noted that we wouldn't be in a crisis of hitting the debt ceiling in the first place if we hadn't spent so much money on unnecessary wars, which are absolutely horrible for the economy. But it goes far beyond actual fighting. We could easily slash the military and security budget without reducing our national security. For example, Homeland Security agencies wasted money on seminars like Did Jesus Die for Klingons Too? And training for something called the zombie apocalypse, instead of actually focusing on anti-terror efforts. Senator Tom Coburn has noted that the Department of Defense can reduce $67.9 billion over 10 years by eliminating the non-defense programs that have found their way into the budget for the Department of Defense. Even Businessweek and Bloomberg point out that we could slash military spending without harming our national security. And indeed, we could slash the boondoggles that even the generals don't want. Businessweek has provided a list of cost-cutting measures which will not undermine national security. The American Conservative does the same. Moreover, it's been shown that the military wastes and loses trillions of dollars. The former Secretary of Defense acknowledged in May of 2012 that the DoD, quote, is the only major federal agency that cannot pass an audit today. The Pentagon will not be ready for an audit for another 5 years, according to Panetta. Reuters even quantifies these numbers. Quote, the Pentagon is the only federal agency that has not complied with a law that requires annual audits of all government departments. That means that the $8.5 trillion in taxpayer money doled out by Congress to the Pentagon since 1996, which was the first year it was supposed to be audited, has never been accounted for. That sum exceeds the value of China's entire economic output last year. So how big is $1 trillion? Let's start simple. How big is a trillion on paper? 1,000 is a 1 with 3 zeros. A million is 1 with 6 zeros. A billion is a 1 with 9 zeros. And a trillion is a 1 with 12 zeros. A million is equal to 1,000 thousands. A billion is equal to 1,000 millions. And a trillion is equal to 1,000 billions, or a million millions. Now let's measure a trillion in time. How long ago is a trillion seconds? If you can count backwards, then a million seconds is 12 days ago. A billion seconds is 31 years ago. But a trillion seconds? That's over 30,000 years ago. Now let's measure a trillion in height. How high is a trillion in $1,000 bills? $1 million is 4 inches in height. $1 billion is 364 feet in height. And $1 trillion is 63 miles in height, give or take a foot or two. Keep in mind, this is stacked one on top of another, not laid end to end. Now let's measure a trillion in money. If a person's salary is $40,000 a year, it would take 25 years to earn $1 million. It would take 25,000 years to earn $1 billion, and it would take 25 million years for a person to earn $1 trillion at $40,000 earnings per year. So when somebody tells you that we're going to spend $1 or $2 trillion for the national defense, hopefully this will put things into perspective.
Guys, thank you so much for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up and share it on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you want to see more videos like this, click that big red subscribe button down there, and as soon as I upload a video, you'll be one of the first to see it. If you want to support this channel, pick up one of these hard-hitting, conversation-starting shirts. You'll find the link in the description below, along with a plethora of other hard-hitting, high-impact designs. Remember, guys, the price of freedom is eternal vigilance, and indifference to this notion is the means by which the people will secure their own oppression. Let's stop securing our own oppression, and let's start today. I'll see you guys in the next video.